What is up, everybody, in the Factory of Sadness? Got a little playoff preview coming at you with special
Gotcha.
guest Tony Zavagala, a man who really needs no introduction. I mean, look at him. Look at that man.
What's up?
Mhm.
Thank you for letting me be on your show today.
This guy's so classy. He's got wreaths hanging in his basement, bro.
Seriously, man.
That's a level of class that I just not there, man. Maybe one day.
The Zabigalas are classy people.
Yeah.
Truth bombs.
Oh, yeah.
All right, boys.
All right. So what we got on tap this week? So we got Tony in here. He's going to do a little playoff preview for us. Then we'll go into the last week of the power rankings. I updated them. We'll do those live. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
And then we'll close up with the week 13 matchups and maybe a little gambling corner too at the end. Got a couple picks ready at least. So with no further ado, I'm going to share my screen and turn it over to Tony for the playoff breakdown.
All right. I did my best in its simplest form. Basically it's the clam, it's Smash Button, it's Baker and Kareem Freesh in for that's who's in play for the playoffs. If we all win, Clam wins their division and I win the sixth playoff spot because of I beat Derek. So that puts me in and Clam. If we all lose, it's Clam and Bake show. So that's pretty simple. Now when there starts mixing and matching, that's when we come into issues. Basically, I control my own destiny. Destiny Baker. If I win, I'm in. If I lose and Derek wins, he's in. But the bearded clam and Smash Button, there's an interesting thing there. So if Smash wins and Clam loses, Smash actually wins the division with an impressive record of 6-7. So congratulations. Because of the head-to-head tiebreaker. Now, if Smash wins and me and Derek lose, then we have a three-way tie on shitty records to make the playoffs of 6-7. And I believe points would trump all of that. So Derek and I are 50 points 50 points away from each other, and Smash Button's 100 points behind Derek. So it kind of comes down to me and Derek, and I control my own destiny. And that's kind of the synopsis that I came up with. I don't know if you guys can think of anything else, but everything else is locked up with the divisions. Buckle's got the 5th seed, and we got people struggling for the 6th.
Yeah, that looks right to me, man.
Yeah.
I think. Sorry, my headphone.
We're having technical difficulty.
My headphones keep trying to connect to my iPhone.
Too much technology.
Yeah. So that definitely looks right. I would say Tony's definitely in the driver's seat because if he wins, he's in, and if he loses and I lose, then he's pretty much in too. So my team's terrible, so he's got that going for him, which is nice. So
as long as my team doesn't shit the bed, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I just want to win. But I am playing. Shit, who am I playing this week?
You're playing Seymour Bush, dude. He's 10-2.
Yeah. Well, 10-2, but dude, look at his team. I ain't scared.
Hey, we can talk about that in the rankings, but that's definitely something that I think should be on people's minds as they're going through this. Now, if you don't mind, something else worth covering.
Let's do it.
The losers bracket, my domain. So No, basically, it's really about those first two buys in the losers bracket, right? So if I lose and Joe Yee, Pandemonium loses, we both get the first round buys. Joe's guaranteed either the 1 or 2 seed in the loser bracket. And if I fuck around and win, which is probably not going to happen against Bobby D, but if I won and then we had a win by, or a loss by Big Poppy, or Dare leaked my balls, then I guess things would go to head-to-heads, which God knows where that mess comes out. But Joe Yee is locked into a bye in the losers bracket. So Joe Yee officially picks no worse than 4th next year. And knowing the players that's coming out, that's pretty good.
Yeah. And we talked about that before the program. And I mean, we're talking Patrick Mahomes, McCaffrey, AK, Kelsey, Kittle, Cook. I mean, that's like the first 6 picks in a normal draft, you know,
Yeah.
and it's going to be being in the losers bracket. So if Derek and I, you know, if I go into the losers bracket, I'm pretty happy actually for next year.
Yeah. Like the 6th worst guy that you could get in the losers bracket is probably Jason Kelsey.
Yeah.
Travis Kelsey. Jason Kelsey's an offensive lineman. Probably
Yep.
don't want to pick him in the first round. But yeah,
Well,
Kelsey's
we'll
probably
add
the worst player.
Linemen to the points next year. We'll have offensive linemen for pancakes or something, right?
All right. Well, I feel like my team has been scoring like I've been playing a couple offensive linemen, so I wasn't aware of that. Shit.
Hey, that's a great segue to an unscripted question that I thought about and forgot and then just remembered. So Tony was one who was kind of on the fence about the individual defensive players. So give me your thoughts, T. You like it? You don't like it? What are you thinking?
Well, being in the other league that had defensive players, I knew to draft the linebacker from Tampa Bay, Delvin White, I believe his name is.
Yeah,
and
he's a complete stud.
He's probably going to keep that guy.
No defensive keepers this year.
Oh, fuck.
Next year we'll do defensive keepers.
Damn it. All right, never mind. But no, I think it does add a different element. I am happy that we did add it because playing defenses is stupid. I actually like grabbing a defensive player. And there's so many of them. It's not like we're starting, 10 guys each where we're scrapping for a guy that sees the field 50% of the time. I mean, everyone's a starter. Everyone's going to get decent points. And then you're just going to have those studs that have 3 sacks in a game or something and blow, just score a monster amount of points. So
yeah,
I do like it. I thought it was going to be more of a hassle, but it's not, in my opinion.
It's not too. It's easy to manage in this league because we start a relatively low amount of guys, and I really like it. And it's interesting if you go on the main screen and you go to reports and then you go to league and you do projected playoff seedings.
Yep.
The right-hand column on that is your total offensive points scored. So you can see which teams have been floated up by their defense and which teams are mostly offense. So it's interesting. Of course, Glenn, he's in a different stratosphere. But a team like Seymour Bush, he's getting pushed by his defense. Big time.
Yeah. He is. I didn't even know that was a category. Holy shit. Look at Jesus.
I didn't know until like last week when I started looking at potential playoff seedings, and I saw it over there. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I've never been on the screen before.
Yeah. So there you go.
If you do your homework on the defense, it can really shift momentum in your favor. So that's something to look at next year. I didn't spend a lot of time on it, but next year, because it can push you if you're looking at a bunch of third string receivers and you see a stud, linebacker out there. It's someone to draft.
Well, that's always the big question is when do you go on defense? And something that's interesting is Glenn. Glenn moved early on defense this year. And look at his team. They're fucking crazy. That picture cracks me up every time. So anyway, Glenn can suck it. That's been well documented. Couldn't have been happier to see him lose. That was awesome. Really nice to see him get a little comeuppance. So, short-lived as it may be.
Yeah, he's not even in the number 1 seed right now.
Yeah, what a bitch.
All right.
Well, but if I beat Seymour this week, Glenn owns me. He owns me a handy, I think.
Totally.
He'll do it too. He doesn't care. Yeah, he might just do that for fun, win or lose. All right, we got the Big Cat rankings up on the screen.
Big Cat rankings. All right, so we're going to go through these, and the boys are going to say if they agree or disagree. Tony's all fired up for this. I think he feels disrespected, but as you can see, he's in 3rd in the Big Cat power rankings. So basically, the future points right here is the only thing that I control. Everything else is just, year-to-date points. So 12 is the best, obviously. Maximum points, efficiencies, only half a weight. All play record, future points, web power ranking, and then the football guys power ranking. So I thought this was pretty funny. They still had me 2nd. So you guys were all fakakta about the draft rankings. They still think my team is good for some reason.
Because you draft on their, if they thought it was good back in August, of course they're going to think it's good now. If they thought your team sucked now, but liked it in August, they'd be admitting they were wrong.
Let's take a look at. Tom Brady, Kyler Murray's great. That guy's awesome.
He's hurt though, dude. He is hurt. He's hurt, and that's a problem.
His shoulder's hurt, right?
Yeah.
Dude, Derek, your running backs. Jesus Christ, dude. Sorry, brother.
That didn't sound good.
But your receivers, at least you got.
I just told you my team's not good.
Team's awesome.
What do you want from me?
The team is great on paper.
I don't think I'm even going to win in the losers bracket. My team's so bad. All right, so here's what we got. So this is how you rank them. We add them up over here and divide, and we get this ranking over here. So we did finally have a chink in the armor, as they say, because Glenn is tied for the best record now, so he didn't get 12 across the boards. But let's go with the first quarter, shall we? So we got obviously Glenn here, who changed his name. I don't even know what it means.
What is it now?
I don't even know it. Yeah, I don't know what his name. I don't understand that. But
person, woman, man, camera. Dude, it's a Donald Trump shot of some sort.
No, isn't it that like I identify myself as he, she, him, or something? I don't know.
No, just it's some fucking fakakta.
It's something dumb.
It's something about Donald Trump. Trust me, it's something about Donald Trump.
Pros on his team. The only con would be bad luck at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Camel Toe Harris, dude. He's got a team, and hard to find too many chinks in that armor as well. I think that's. I think he's definitely number 2. I agree.
If you guys don't mind, just to spin back to Glenn real quick. Alvin Kamara has been a big time problem since Taysom Hill took over.
Yes, definitely.
Taysom Hill takes over. Kamara has a total of 17.8 points in 2 games. If that doesn't change, that's a big problem. Now, of course, he has Cook, and Henry is just getting going, and this is Derrick Henry season. So I think that kind of balances a little bit. But Alvin Kamara is not
AK because it's AK, so he has to start him, and
right, definitely starting him.
He does not share the ball well.
When is Drew Brees coming back?
Anytime soon. Guys have broken. He's like 100 years old. He broke his hip or something.
Broken.
He has 11 broken ribs, dude.
Broke every rib in his body.
He was basically in a severe car accident on a football field. So I don't know, man. He's definitely not coming back this week, which doesn't matter as much. But I don't know when he's coming back.
Pull up Glenn's team. I'm sorry. I just he's got a good team. I want to see if they're all right. So if AK's still hurting,
Shitbag.
he can still do Brown. He can do
See, he has a great starting
Oh.
lineup, but his depth is like a little sketch.
I mean, Cooper, I mean, you got the red rocket thrown to him. Like, fuck.
No, but he's going to start
If
those
AK
guys.
throws up a bomb, which he has been because of Hill, I mean, it's definitely a chink in the armor. So, but I
Yeah.
still, I mean, he's still got Henry and Cook, and no one else does.
Yeah, I mean, he's got enough talent to cover it up. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like it's a big problem for Glenn. Like he's not going to be able to win, but like, you know, Cook played like shit last week and he got bottled up and he's been banged up again. Kamara has been doo-doo. You know, AJ Brown got his big play of the week, but like if that doesn't happen, you know, Amari Cooper could lay an egg pretty easily. You know, it's how he lost those other two games where it's like, you know, Cooper, Corey Davis. I mean, he's got 3 players from the Titans.
Well, I mean,
No.
And Russell Wilson too. He hasn't been blowing up like he had been in the past.
that's a Russell Wilson move. You know, he's definitely been hot for 9 weeks of the year, but I mean, he is playing the Giants, but they could easily just run on the Giants. He could have another poor passing game. So does he even start?
He's got some rough matchups too in the playoffs.
Yeah, but dude, his Titans players have unbelievable matchups.
Quarterbacks is rookie of the year for sure.
I mean, the Browns, Jags, Lions.
Oh man.
So those
tasty
are
matchups.
monster matchups. And the Packers, you know, are not too, you know, they're okay, but you know,
he might be better off starting Herbert. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, this guy's a machine.
Patriots can be. Oh, dude, look at that, dude. He might consider starting him.
Falcons.
I might start him this week 15.
Falcons, Raiders. Yeah.
Get that guy. Can I trade for him right now?
Anyway,
I don't think there should be a trade deadline. That's another point of personal privilege.
right up to the Super Bowl.
It should stop in the playoffs. So once the playoffs starts, that's when it ends.
All right, we'll take it under advisement, Big Cat.
Right. Put it on the list.
All right.
Enough with Glenn. Stop jerking him off.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I'm saying it's a good team, but the 2 losses show how he can lose. Mm-hmm. And it's not likely. He's still the prohibitive favorite. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he's probably not going to win the whole damn thing, but I'm saying there is a path to him getting beat in the playoffs. It's not a good path.
Yeah. The con against his team is just bad luck. So
bad luck. Well, he's Mr. Well, Glenn's been known to have some bad luck. So anyway, Kamala, I think Bobby D is in a real good spot. I mean, you know.
How about that Julio Jones trade though? Jesus Christ. What is that guy thinking?
Well, those soft tissue-ish injuries. Well, hey, look, you know, Julio was, you know, you can't predict injuries, Big Cat, I guess at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, but pull up Bobby's team, Derek.
All right.
But I mean, Julio had come off of games of 33.7, 13.7, 20.2, 13.9. So he's averaging, you know, around 20 points a game over the course of 4 weeks. And then he comes up with the soft tissue. So, you know, CeeDee Lamb has got the Andy Dalton problem going on. So it makes sense to me. It just is bad luck that a guy got hurt. So
right.
Good luck for me.
DK Metcalf is a freaking stud, though, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And you know what? And Wilson likes him, man. He throws to him all the time.
Oh yeah.
How do you not? I mean, he's ridiculous.
But I mean, Bobby's first pick was
CEH.
Yeah, and that dude just not a first pick caliber. I mean,
he's been fine, but he's not like a first round pick.
But I mean, now that I think the offensive coordinator is trying to mix in Le'Veon Bell now.
Yeah. Well, you know, and in all fairness, in August, he was a first round pick, you know, like the hype on CEH was through the roof. So it didn't really surprise anybody across our league that he picked him first. It just turns out in retrospect to not have been greatest move in the world, but I mean, it's still fine. I mean, the guy's making the playoffs. He won his division. He's got the 3 seed right now. Like, it's not
plays on an offensive team that just scores 40 points a game. Like, he's going to be involved.
Yeah, and Big Cat, you got it up right there. He's RB12, so it's not like it was a bad pick.
I thought he would have more receptions out of the backfield, honestly.
Yeah.
What's Bobby's depth? But Bobby's depth isn't that strong either.
He's got Latavius Murray, who all of a sudden is a good start, apparently,
He
right?
could be if AK goes down, and and actually Sanders is pretty good.
He had 124 yards and 2 touchdowns last week.
I mean, he could honestly start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 running backs if he wanted to. 4 running backs. 4, sorry.
I don't know if I'm starting Latavius Murray, I mean,
no, I wouldn't start.
But you could start Hunt and CEH and Miles Sanders. Hunt certainly this week, and I think the Browns have really easy games coming up, don't they?
You got Ridley.
Yep. You get the Ravens, but then you get the Giants. No, that's not great.
Ridley's better. Actually, arguably the better receiver on Atlanta right now.
At this stage of the game, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so that rounds up our top 4. So we got Baker in 3rd and Cream Friesch in 4th.
I was actually surprised. I had the second most points scored in the league, and I think my team is just kind of middle of the road, and that's the pro and the con. It's kind of middle of the road. I don't have studs anywhere except for my receiver, Jones, Green Bay receiver.
Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Well, James Robinson has found money, dude.
Yeah.
And he's a bonus keeper for sure.
Yeah, and Watson has been, crazy good. And your 3 defensive players, dude. That's big numbers from those guys. Devin White's been awesome. JPP's been awesome, and Sorensen, dude. I mean, that guy, all he does is score points, right?
Yep.
So I think you got 3 really good defense and steady. That's the other thing too. Is that the problem with defense is that it's not steady. Those 3 guys are pretty steady.
Yeah, and that's how I drafted my defense and came to all of those players. It's just consistent points, man.
And Tony, there's a theory of thought that says that your wide receiver core got a serious upgrade this week when Will Fuller got suspended.
No doubt.
Randall Cobb's on IR, and now Brandon Cooks is the number 1 guy. They got Kiki Kuti and a bunch shitty tight ends and Duke Johnson. Like, they're gonna throw the ball to somebody, dude. It's gonna be Cooks, so he's gonna get a lot of work.
And because of the messed up waivers, I think was it Poppy who
Danny got him. Danny got Kuti.
Yeah, that's right. He got the now the number 1 receiver just by picking him up, like just being on the ball, man. Well, good for him.
Good for him, indeed. So yeah, I mean, I like your team a lot, Tony. You've had some bad luck losses throughout the year, but like, I certainly think you're a kind of a team that you wouldn't feel great about looking across and seeing you in the first round of the playoffs. So, Big Cat, where are we at now?
So my team, basically the difference in my season has been starting the wrong players.
And McCaffrey, dude.
And McCaffrey, yeah. McCaffrey and the wide receiver from Tampa Bay. What's his name? Godwin, yeah. He's been real inconsistent and hurt. I mean, those are my 2 keepers right there, 2 of the 3.
Yeah,
all right,
sure.
so let's get down to the second 4 here. So we got Butthole Surfer, Seymour Bush, Bearded Clam, smash that subscribe button. Honestly, that would be the order that I would have it. I would move myself probably behind Seymour Bush, but that's probably the order that I would have. What do you guys think?
I mean, Butthole definitely probably in that 5th spot or the 4th spot. I mean, because he's got a great running backs, receivers, tight end. Just, Lamar Jackson isn't Lamar Jackson of last year. That's it.
Yep. It doesn't look like he's going to get back there either.
No.
And he's only got Daniel Jones. He's old Mother Hubbard, and only Daniel Jones is in the cupboard. That's not good.
Yeah, he's hurt too. So
he's hurt. Hamstring. He's not playing either.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Lamar, if he comes off the vid list, right? He's got the Cowboys, which he could do some work against. He's got the Browns, which he could do some work against. He's got the Jags, which he could do some work against. And then championship week, it's the Giants, which isn't a wonderful matchup. But, like, there's good matchups there for Lamar if he can get his shit together. But, like, for whatever reason, man, you know what it's been? It's been the passing. You know, he's not passing, which doesn't open up the run. And that trio of running backs that they use in Baltimore is dump, poop.
Yeah.
Poop.
And
mouth.
they don't have a receiver really, you know.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
they got
nothing.
a deep threat and a couple of guys, and then Mark Andrews, who's very good, but like can't have a tight end and Deshaun Jackson, or you become the Philadelphia Eagles. How's that working out?
Right. And I mean, he has solid running backs. He's got, he's got Jacob.
What's the deal with Jacobson? Is he going to come back this week?
Yeah, he missed practice today.
Not a great sign.
I heard it's probably not looking good for him this week.
Yeah, nice pick up a Booker.
He doesn't need to win this week, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I had about 8 seconds before 10 o'clock to look at the waiver wires, and I had $2 left. I was surprised no one else bid on him.
I made a pact with myself that I was like, I'm not going to spend any more money on free agents. Just like that. I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy.
So Seymour Bush, I'm concerned about this team. I don't know about you guys. But
the loss of Fuller is huge here. Huge.
I mean, the pro on his team, man, is he's got a first round bye. If he loses, he doesn't actually. Or no, he does have a first round bye no matter what.
Yeah, nobody else can get to 10 wins, right?
Yeah. So that's his pro. His con is there's just holes at running back, receiver, and tight end for him.
I mean, the loss of Fuller, and then when you consider that his all play record is barely over 500, which is a nice way of saying that his matchup luck has been through the fucking roof this year. I mean, it's definitely a fool's gold type of thing. Like catch the fucking football, North Texas. Jesus tits. Sorry, I'm trying to cover 30. Trying to cover 33 and a half team total here, and they're not getting it done. I mean, it's definitely a concern, dude. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is great, and that was a good trade by me.
I mean, he's got the running back, or he's got the quarterback. He's got the what is his here? Close that screen. What's his running back?
Dude, he has Mike Davis, but like if CMC comes back, they're on bye this week.
Yeah.
So in week 14, first week of the playoffs, if CMC comes back, then he's down Mike Davis, starting guy. And he's also down Wolf Fuller, his best wide receiver.
Yeah,
this is a problem.
He's got issues at running back if McCaffrey comes back for sure.
I think he's gonna too. I really do. I mean, I know they're not really in the hunt, but like they're professional football players. They're gonna play if he can play.
Antonio Brown's actually like Tom Brady loves that dude. Look how many targets that dude. I mean. Dude, he's got how many? 13. Damn, dude.
I made a trade for him in another league, and I told the other owner, I was like, "It's not Antonio Brown. It's Julian. You're trading. I'm getting Julian Edelman. It's Julian Edelman. That's who he is. It's who he is now. Yeah. I mean, and that's okay. Julian Edelman was awesome, but AB is not what people thought he would be. I don't know. I think that
the 10-2 record that he has is very misleading.
It's a one and done, dude. He's a one and done. I'm just going to say it here.
Old predictions, hot takes.
Hot takes right here. That's a one and done.
All right. So
from a guy who knows something about losing.
A guy who knows about finishing quickly. All right. I'm going to go play some video games. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
All right. So probably the last two we should talk about are the Bearded Clam and smash that subscribe button because
division.
Yeah. And Smash is playing Big Poppy this week, and Andrew is playing. Where'd he go? Right here.
And
he's got Glenn.
He's got Glenn.
Not great.
44.5-point underdog. So he basically needs Big Poppy to have another big week and smash that subscribe to cool down because he's had like a 3-week run, I'm pretty sure.
Who's this, Poppy?
Smash this just
Oh,
one.
Dave?
Yeah. Well, he beat me the week before, so he must have lost to someone in between.
Yeah.
So, but let's look at their teams real quick.
God, I love that one chick though, and
The one on the boat?
This one right here, the Derek special.
no, the one wearing the cowboy hat. Come on.
Oh,
Okay.
well, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Lady Loretta.
Right. This is great TV right here.
Whatever.
There I am.
If you're still listening.
No one's listening anyway.
Yeah, no. You can't say goddamn on TV. 4th and 14.
So even though he lost, what's his name? Saquon Barkley. I mean, he's set up at quarterback. He's got Zach Moss, who's a starter now, but pretty thin. But if this guy plays, he's always pretty good.
Who's that, Mostert?
Yep.
Mostert's very good, yeah. Jonathan Taylor, I think, is back practicing this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's been more of like a mix-in guy recently. I mean, he had 22 carries at the Packers, so I guess that's more than getting mixed in. But he's also like completely game script. You know, if the Colts are winning, Taylor gets the ball. If they're losing, he doesn't see the field, and that's the way it is.
Yep.
So it's risky.
So definitely some holes here, but he can start Kirk, Kupp, Parker, Juju every week. So that's 4. So he needs 2 more.
Yeah, Benny Snell is a play as long as James Conner's out, and you know he actually had the vid, or he has it. He's not a contact guy. He's actually has the vid, so you know he'll probably be out for at least one more game, if not 2.
Yep.
You know.
So I mean that's really not a horrible team right there, honestly. You get up against him in the wrong week, and you could lose.
Mm-hmm.
So take a look at Andrew's team here real quick.
He scraped the bottom of the barrel for Mitch Trubisky this week.
Yikes. Wow.
You know, it's a shame. I will back this up because I did it in another league. But Trubisky's matchups for the next 4 weeks. Get this. You ready? The Lions, the number 26 passing off defense. The Texans, number 23. The Vikings, number 25. And the Jags, number 29. That is the greatest playoff matchup you could ever have for a quarterback.
Yeah, but it's Mitch Trubisky, dude.
There's the rub, Tony. There's the rub. That's why he's a smart guy, right?
Menor High School alum.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck?
I mean, he could start Connors and Jones, and then he's got Diggs and Lockett, and
But Connor's not going to be back. I don't think Connor comes back this week. You know, so he's starting Rojo. Rojo's fine, right?
Rojo's is on bye this week, though. Oh boy.
Oh my god! So he's starting Gore this week.
Yep.
Has to. So Frank Gore, he's closer to our age than he is to Patrick Mahomes' age.
37. Yeah, he's 37.
Wow.
I mean, he's barely younger than we are. Yeah.
All right.
He's going to start 4 of those receivers.
Yeah, a lot of receivers though. So.
Yeah, Myers has been getting some points.
They had that one blow up game.
Big thing, like Lockett, man, it's hit or miss with that guy. It's
Aguilar's hasn't been doing bad.
Aguilar's been real good
in there.
Yeah, but you know he is what he is.
All right, so those first 8 are pretty much still in it. Then we got the bottom quartile. So we won't really
the bottom feeders.
Tariq, that's great.
Tariq. I'm Reek. I thought it was appropriate.
Since you have no penis.
Yeah, I basically cut my dick off and handed it to Glenn. So it's more or less what happened there.
Throw a Panda. I need to see Panda. I miss Panda. personally.
His team stinks.
Panda's gonna beat me this week. There's no doubt about it.
Panda.
He's got my boy Austin Eckler coming back.
Oh my God.
He scored 21 points last week. He's gonna score at least 30 this week.
Holy shit.
Who they playing?
I wanted to try to trade back for him, but I forgot. But he's gonna blow up these last 4 weeks.
You definitely could have bamboozled Joe Yee out of Austin Eckler.
Yeah. Although I'm a good friend, unlike you, who stuck it right in his pooper last year.
Hey, it's not my responsibility to make sure he's not a dummy.
That's true.
And how'd that work out for me? I haven't had my name up on the plaque since 2012. It's been 8 years, man. I'm pushing a decade without a championship.
All right. Well, let's.
I've never had a champion.
I know, T. You're still searching, aren't you?
No, I'm pulling for you then this year, Tony.
Oh yeah.
I suck it.
Oh yeah. I want anybody to take down Glenn, but if it's you, that'd be even sweeter.
Oh yeah. I
So
fucking
sweet.
hate Glenn so much.
He's such a smug asshole.
I know. I want to punch him every time I see him.
He's fucking all high on the horse because his boy Joe Biden got the election, and now he's winning fantasy football. Everything's coming up Glenn, except for his fucking face.
All right, we'll start at the bottom. All right, we got Kamala versus Reek.
I think we know.
Smitty is active on the waiver wire every week. But yeah, I'm going to give that one to Bobby D. What do you guys think? Anything different there?
There's nothing else to say.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Butthole Surfers is probably going to clean up Derelict here.
You'd have to think, right?
Yeah. But, I mean, look at that lineup, though, for Derelict My Balls.
It's really not that bad.
It was an early favorite for the losers bracket, especially if he gets a bye. I mean, that's a good lineup there.
I mean, if he got anything out of Michael Thomas, that would actually be a good team. If Michael Thomas was Michael Thomas, Mike would have a good team.
Yeah.
Basically what it is.
In that shit show of a game last week, well, I guess he had 50 yards.
Dude, that was not great. That game set football back like 30 years. Oh, the Brownies and Bush. This is gonna be a good game. This is gonna be the one that you're checking up on all day.
Looks like you got some buys.
Yeah, we got some bye week hell going on.
Yeah, Tampa Bay must be on bye.
They are.
And this lineup is just not very good. Let's be honest. Right here. Yeah. I mean, I don't really like much about it.
Oh, dude.
I mean, his D is awesome. I dropped Brandon Graham on a bye week, meant to pick him back up. Didn't do that either. Since then, he's 7, 12, and 7.
Tony, you got some defensive issues you need to figure out here, though.
Yeah, we got some starters.
I haven't even looked that far yet. I got a bunch of. I can throw a bunch of people onto the onto the injury.
Well, they don't call him the best color man in the league for nothing, folks.
Broadcasting school is really paying off.
I mean, Gallman, I don't mind. Hyde is a tough start because Carson's back, but like they kind of split last week. But the Giants are a tough matchup. James Robinson, Vikings, I like. Devontae Adams, always a good start. Cooks theoretically should do well. Crowder's sneaky good. I don't know.
I haven't updated my lineup, but man, yeah, I got some shit to do here.
Got some work.
Yeah. Damn, dude. I'm kind of binded up a little bit. I didn't really look at it until right now.
You're a little twist. You're a little over invested in the Buccaneers there.
Mm-hmm.
Got me this far, I guess.
Yeah.
I need one more win, so we'll see.
Well, the good news is Gus Edwards could possibly be another start. I don't know if those COVID guys are going to be back or not active. They should be, but they might not be.
I mean, they are playing Dallas, but I mean, that dude sucks. I mean, he's just there just in
He's a short down back. He's a short yardage guy. He's just a guy.
You got Mike Evans on by too.
Yeah,
Man,
dude.
I'm kind of scared about my week, tell you the truth.
I gotta tell you, you're probably gonna lose.
Hello, losers bracket.
Hello. But like, even so, with all your, I guess I could flip back and look, but like, they might be like 4 out of your top 5 scoring players that are out this week.
White's definitely one of his top scoring players. This guy's,
And I'll tell you.
I guess he had a couple rough weeks there, but he's a stud. This
You
game
gotta
right here, the Raiders game, holy shit, that guy was everywhere.
Yeah. If you take out your quarterbacks, White is your next highest scoring player.
Wow.
Then he has 211 points as a linebacker. Then you have Adams at 206, James Robinson 203, but then Evans is at 158. Oh no, JPP then 168 points, so he's not playing. And then Evans, who's at 158. So basically, it's your number 2 and your number 5 and 6 players are all out this week on bye.
Yeah.
All starters.
Hey, good win, Derek.
Well, we haven't got to my lineup yet. All right. So I'm going to pick Seymour in this one just for funsies.
I'm going to go with Tony on this one. I think he's going to figure something out.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tony too. I'll change my mind.
No, don't do it. You can't do consensus, man. Come on.
It's a consensus. All right, the big fella. Where's the big fella's game here? Reek. That's not me. Creme Fraiche and you got Joe Yee. All right, let's see here. So you're stuck with Kyler Murray, hurt Kyler Murray, coming off a bad game against the Rams, who are pretty good on defense.
Yep.
It's not great.
That's why I'm screwed.
I was
like, oh, sweet, I could start Tom Brady, and of course he's on bye.
Then you're starting Melvin Gordon, which is not great.
No.
But you could start Booker, dude. If what's his face misses, then Booker's a good start because the Jets are so bad, right?
Right. And
I'm pretty sure my dude is off. Isn't this guy? Oh, he's still on the COVID list.
Who?
I mean, Duke Johnson. He's
Buckner. Is he coming back?
DeForest Buckner.
I
don't know. Couldn't say.
Yeah, I mean, I got starters to play. Duke Johnson, I think. I mean, he's fucking terrible, but I think he's starting again.
The
Colts.
Your boy Jeremy Chin.
Yeah, had that guy in 2 leagues. He scores 40 points, and I still can't win either game.
I didn't know that. I wouldn't have said anything. I thought you at least won one of those games. Jesus. Yeah, you got defensive problems, right? You have no defensive end. You have no defensive backfield.
I told you I'm going to lose.
You're going to have to pick up the scrap heap.
All right, so shit. We're going to have that 3-way.
You're going to fucking lose. You're going to fucking lose.
I told you that. I wasn't making it up.
Oh my God in heaven.
All right, so I lose, you lose, and that puts us
Smash versus Poppy. So
oh Lord, what's gonna happen now?
Dude, oh Jesus.
This is really bad over here.
And if Smash the subscribe button loses.
Yeah, he's not gonna lose. He's gonna win for sure.
Playoffs with a loss.
All right, so I'm taking Smash the subscribe button in this one. How about you guys?
Yo, Bernard. I mean, this ain't good either. Tyler Boyd, Dolphins, T.Y. Hilton. How did these teams win more games than me? These starting lineups are really fucked up. I mean, I think you lean Smash, but I mean, Smash is probably going to play Benny Snell against the football team, though. Washington plays good defense.
Yep.
I don't know.
They can stop the rush. They can't stop.
Yeah, Washington's a pretty good defense. So you know what? I'm gonna go Poppy. Why not? Cheers. So we get the nightmare scenario. So if that happens, Tony, get your little playoff abacus out. So if you and Dave and Derek all lose, who gets the last spot? It goes to
Tony.
Because like it would go to me.
It'll be you.
If we all lose, I win. I make the playoffs. But even if me and Derek lose and Smash Button wins, like I still win based on points as of right now. So I'm like 50.
All right, so last game, a real important one. Glenn v. the Bearded Clam. It's not looking good for my brother on this one. Russell Wilson's due for a bounce back. So is Cook. Henry's going to face fuck the Browns. Kamara's probably a little shaky. A.J. Brown is going to be a top 5 receiver this week. Cooper is probably questionable. Tight end is questionable. McLaren always scores.
Yeah,
this guy is just so consistent.
He gets almost over 10 targets a game, dude. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, he's so good. I mean,
I wish I should have bonus kept that guy. Oh, no, that was Dave. Sorry.
It's all right, man. I have
what's DJ Chark.
DJ Chark.
DJ Chark and the Funky Bunch.
Seemed
Chark.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Tony's into the baby shark now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That never leaves you. There's a part of you that's already dead. Yeah. I mean,
it could happen. It could happen. I mean, these guys, the bad guys could score, but it's highly unlikely. So I'm going to have to take Glenn, even though I hate his stupid face.
Yeah. I mean, Glenn's team is just superior here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's fantasy football, so there's a path to victory for Andrew. It could happen. But if these two teams played 10 times, like Glenn's probably going to win 8 of them. So,
So in our pick scenario here, basically those 4 teams that we talked about for 2 spots all lose. Then those 2 spots would go to division winner Dave Free and Tony.
Yep.
And the Gabrielsons would be locked out of the playoffs. Goddamn tragedy.
You could join us in the losers bracket. The Gabrielson boys, the Smith boys, Danny and Joe.
It is nothing. I mean, you're looking at next year, man, and there is some studs there, man, for sure.
There's some talent, for sure.
All right, boys, you got any gambling picks you want to throw out there real quick?
I got to tell you, I don't like the board this week. I love it. No, I haven't really looked at it that much, but I will tell you a couple things that I think are interesting to me right now. Cleveland, Tennessee, that's at 53.5. I like the under there. I think both teams are going to want to run the ball. It's going to shorten the game. It's probably going to be close to that number, but I still kind of like the under there. Saints going to the Falcons. I think the Falcons are seeing a little overvalue boost after last week's face fucking of the Raiders. Saints minus 2.5. We'll take that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anything interesting there?
One that jumped out to me was Chicago at home -3 against Detroit. I know Mitch Trubisky is starting, but Detroit is fucking awful. And they're even worse without Galladay, who's not playing again. So division game, they're always close, but I'll take Chicago -3.
Do you think Chicago's going to get a dead cat bounce after shit canning Matt Patricia?
Detroit? No, I don't think so. I think they're all fucked up. Who's the coach now?
It's Chicago.
Some defensive, I think it's either their defensive or offensive coordinator. I don't know, but they fucking fired Matt Patricia on Saturday afternoon. Like very conspicuous.
Dude, it's Chicago though. Like I wouldn't touch that game with a 10-foot pole. It's Chicago, dude. No way.
That's why I always lose at betting. I didn't say it was a good bet. It's that.
I didn't say it was a good idea. I just said it was an idea. All right.
So I like 3 games that caught my attention is Jacksonville getting 10.5 against Minnesota.
I
Like,
agree.
Minnesota is just not a good team. They look fantastic on paper, but they suck. They just can't put anything together, man. That's one thing. Then you got Cincinnati. I know they're missing their quarterback, but against Miami's actually a surprising good team, but 12 points is a lot. And I just think Cincinnati, 12 points is a lot of points. And then I think Las Vegas bounced back hard against the Jets. They got mollywopped by Atlanta somehow. And I think they'll take it out on the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, it's 8.5 points on the road coming east. Not saying it's impossible, and they're certainly due for a bounce back, and the Jets are a disgrace to the NFL. But yeah, I actually, that one kind of caught my eye too, Tony. You know, another one kind of piggybacking, Tony, off your Jacksonville, Minnesota analysis. I actually like the Jacksonville, Minnesota over 51. There is not going to be a whole lot of defense played in that game. So I kind of like that to go over 51, even with Mike Glennon at the helm. That weird long neck that he has. You know, he can play a little bit. He's not the worst. He's not the worst guy in the world. Like, he's not that bad of a backup, you know?
Yeah.
So he can push that offense, and like the Minnesota defense is not that great. So I kind of like the Jacksonville, Minnesota over.
Yeah, I mean, just expect Alvin Cook to have 4 touchdowns and 130 yards, right?
Yeah, I can see that, and I can see that over too for sure.
Big Cat, let's talk about the Bills and the Niners.
All right.
We got the Bills going on the road to Arizona. A little bit of history on that field. They're a 1-point favorite. Do you like the Bills to get it done here?
I do not. I think they're going to lose.
Diggs back, right? I mean, Diggs is full health, right?
Oh yeah.
John Brown's on IR though, so that's a hit.
Who is?
John Brown, the receiver.
Okay, but I mean, they still have Beasley, and Josh Allen. Man, he's a get it done kind of quarterback. I mean, he's a fantasy monster. He might not be efficient throwing, but he's great. He's a better version running wise, like Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers runs at the most opportune time, and so does Josh Allen. You know, like I
tell you. Yeah,
I'm gonna
tell you, Josh Allen. He is the transformation from last year to this year in his accuracy. I've never seen anything like it. The dude throwing straight, perfect piss lasers right to these guys.
Dude, if he takes that next step next season, like the Bills are going to be like the Bills of the 90s.
Well, let me just say one thing. We all thought that on Lamar Jackson, and he took 3 steps backwards this year.
Well, I think we all know why that happened. Because he plays for Baltimore. They fucking suck. Fuck Baltimore. Yeah, you know what? Hey, I am going to disagree with you, Big Cat. I think the Bills get out there and get it done. You know, the Bills took care of business at home against Seattle, who everybody was, you know, going crazy against. And I think the Bills are a pretty good team. I think they're young, they're inconsistent, whatever. But the Niners are reeling. They're not playing a home game. They're in Arizona. There's no real advantage here. There's not going to be a crowd. You know, so this is a neutral site game. Neutral site between the 8-3 Bills and the Niners, who are what, 4-7, I think.
Yeah, something like that. But they got a lot of guys back.
I still think the Bills. I believe in Josh Allen. Look, dude. I mean,
that would be a good over game. Honestly, it's the Bills defense that concerns me.
It's a Hail Mary. The Bills are a Hail Mary away from having 9 wins at this point, and this line probably being 6. You know, but it was they
should
like the Bills. Let me take a look at the Notre Dame line. What is that Notre Dame Cuse line? Take a guess. Anybody? 28.5.
Oof. Were they playing?
Syracuse?
Oh
I'll say 33.
33.5. Good call, Big Cat. Big Cat handicapper. So it looks like it's a Syracuse plus 33.5 for the Big Cat. No, I'm not touching that. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't have anything on college. I don't have any good ideas yet. So that's it. It's 4 good bets. I got Cleveland, Tennessee under 53.5, New Orleans -2.5, Jacksonville, Minnesota over 51, Bills -1. I may dabble in that Bills Niners over. I think it's 47, I want to say, Big Cat. It doesn't sound that far off. I just worry about the 49ers offense being able to score enough points. That's the big concern. The Bills defense is not good.
The Bills defense showed up last week. They really did. If they do that again, they'll win.
Right. Who's the quarterback in San Francisco?
Mullins.
Mullins. Yeah.
Starting Mullins. Yeah. They got Mullins. They got fucking Kittle. Mostert's always hurt.
All their young receivers are pretty good, though.
Debo's good. Ayuk's good.
Debo's awesome, dude. But he's been hurt all year. Like the whole team's just been riddled with injuries.
Yeah. All right, boys. Well, I think that'll do it. Good luck to everyone this week. Tony, thanks for coming on. Hope you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah.
That's good.
And we will see you probably all next week for the opening round of the playoffs.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, fellas. We'll see you.
Holler.
Holler.